Today, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar will talk and give lecture on the performance management system. Performance management system is important for an industry. If you adopt a performance management system, many of the benefits are there adopting the performance management system. How the organization is growing, how the personals are growing, how the HR peoples are growing, that can be known by the performance management system. Today we'll study about the objectives, introduction, objectives of the performance management, functions of the performance management system, characteristics of the effective performance management system, competency-based performance management system, electronic performance management, summary, keywords, self-assessment, review questions, further reading. What are the objectives are there? After studying this unit, you will be able to state the objective and functions of the performance management system. Explain the characteristics of the effective performance management system. There is the effective performance management system is there. Every company has to adopt the effective performance management system. Define competency-based performance management system. Discuss electronic performance management system. What are the electronic performance system is there? This will be discussed here. Performance management system is another way of envisaging the totality of the manager's function. It views the managerial function holistically, not a random collection of the activity that most managers recognize and undertake as their core function. It provides a systematic dimension to the managerial activity, highlighting their mutual interrelatedness and the interdependence. It emphasizes the dynamic, sequential, and the cyclical nature of these activities, essential to actualize their potential synergetic impact, which is the source of the high performance and excellence. By implementation, it also explains why focusing on only one or few of these activities does not deliver the results wished for. Any system needs certain prerequisites to function smoothly. So does performance management system. Performance management system becomes easier to do and more productive to the extent that it is used holistically as a system. The relevant subsystems are in place and accepted. The organization's philosophy. What is the organization's philosophy there? There must be every organization must have their own philosophy, one vision, one mission, one objective of doing the work. And human environment is conducive to the higher moral. Every human must be conducive to the high moral to the organization. The manager is oriented to and equipped with high performing attitude and leadership skill. And equipped with high performing attitude and the leadership skills. Management must be attended with the leadership skills. Objectives of the performance management system. Performance management arrived in the late 1980s. In the 1980s, it evolved a performance management system. It is a new subject in the era of the definition. Hence, the Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar discussing about the performance management system, how to improve any organization with the help of the performance management system. Partly as a reaction to the negative aspects of the merit rating and the management by objective referred to the earlier. How the management by objectives can be achieved. The MBO goal must be there, and merit rating must be there. Merit rating must be there. Merit rating of the every employee of the company, of the organization, of the department must be there. Of course, it at first incorporated many of the elements of the earlier approaches. For example, rating, objective setting and review, performance pay, and tendency toward trade assessment. Some of these features have changed. Conceptually, however, performance management is significantly different from the previous approaches. Although in practice, the term has often simply replaced performance appraisal. Just as a human resource management has frequently been substituted or for personal management has frequently been substituted for the personal management without any discernible change in approach, lots of the distinction, not many differences. Performance management may often be no more than few wine in the old bottle, or to mix the metaphor, flavor of the month. But it exists. Our research demonstrates that the interest is the growing. Why? The following are the key objectives of the performance management system. To leverage the performance of the organization, given that goals are the complex. To ensure role clarity, performance objective at all levels of the organizations. To encourage high performance work culture. To encourage team building in the organization. Team building in the organization is important. Every person must work as a team building. High performance work culture must be there in your organization. Performance of any of the person must be the high. Employee development by the systematically identifying the training and development need. To improve the relationship between the manager and employee through a two-way communication process. Improve the relationship between the manager and employee. Relationship must be the strong between the manager and employee through a two-way communication process. There must be a communication between the two, and the relationship must be the strong between the manager and employee. The focus on process rather than on the format. To encourage performance-based rewards and recognition in the organization. Performance-based reward must be there in the organization. Recognition in the organization must be there. To recognize the work of any of the employee within a year. You make a plan to recognize the work of an employee after the at the end of the Diwali, or any of the award must be given at the end of the Diwali. Performance-based reward must be given to the employee. The use of the performance management is the best practice. Company is not because it is a better technique that performance appraisal, but because it can form one of a number of integrated approach to the management of the performance. The appeal of the performance management in its fully realized form is that it is holistic. It prepares every aspect of running the business and helps to give the purpose and meaning to those involved in achieving the organization's success. Functions of the performance management system. Performance management system can fulfill different functions or different organizations. The given below are the key functions of the performance management system. Helps in clarifying the mission of the organization. What is the mission of the organization? What is the vision of the organization? What are the strategy of the organization? What are the value of the organization to the employee in order to enable them to achieve the same? This is necessary to clear in the case of the performance management system. Helps in improving various business processes as the deficiency are highlighted. Helps in attracting and retaining the talents. You have to attract the talents of throughout the world. What are the best in the world? You have to attract the best talent in the world, attract the best talent and retain the best talent in the world. This will be the helpful for the organization, and helps in establishing a robust talent review system. Facilitates competency mapping. Training and development needs identification and implementation as part of the performance development tool. Employees have the competency to meet both the present and emerging requirement of the organization. Assist management in validating their recruitment and selection process and the techniques. Helps employees attain their full potential and attain a balance between the work and the personal life. Improves organization's ability to change faster by highlighting the gap between the potential capability and the present ability. Helps in making a shift from the industrial relation to the individual relation with a focus for the employee growth and the development. enable sustainable organizational competitiveness, innovation, and the low employee turnover by helping in review organization structure and the plan succession. Builds the intellectual capital not only at the managerial level but at front line level also. In a nutshell, performance management seeks to balance business alignment with learning and the development and the performance reward. Conditions required for the successful institutionalizations are there. Successful institutionalization of the performance management system. Highly competent employee with the emphasis on the self-learning, development, and the team spirit. Professional relation between the manager. Highly motivated employee receiving the valuable rewards. Highly competent HR professional with positive attitude as facilitators and implementers. Strong organizational culture with focus on mentoring and counseling and the ethics. Organized attempts to learn from the past experiences and the challenges. Successful employee integration. These are the conditions required for the successful institutionalization. Characteristics of effective performance management system. Characteristics of the effective performance system are as follows. Focus is on performance management. Emphasis is on performance improvement of the individual, teams, and the organization. Continuous process with quarterly performance review discussion. Emphasis is on the performance planning. You have to be plan the organization, you have to be plan the department, you have to be plan the goal of an individual employee. What are the performance planning is there, then analysis is there, then review is there, then development is there, then improvement is there. This is the performance cycle. Performance planning, analysis, review, development, and improvement. Performance rewarding may or not be an integral part designed by HR department but could not be monitored by the respective department themselves. Ownership is with the line managers. HR facility, its implementation, KPA or the KRA are used as the planning mechanism. Ownership is with the line manager. HR facility, its implementation, KPA or KRA used as the planning mechanism. Development needs are identified on the basis of the competency requirement for the coming year. What are the development needs that is to be identified on the base of the competency requirement for the coming year? These are the characteristics of the effective performance management system. There are review mechanisms essential to bring performance improvement. It is a system with the deadlines, meeting, input, output, and a format. Process driven with the emphasis on the format as an aid. Linked to the performance improvement and through them to the other HR decision as and when necessary. Performance management system is change in the managerial style of the doing work. It creates and nurtures performing culture. Framework of the performance management. In the organization with performance management system, 85% had performance pay and 76% rated performance. The emphasis was on objective setting and review, which the authors of the report noted leaves something of a void when it comes to the identifying the development needs on a larger term basis. There is a danger with the results oriented schemes in focusing excessively on what is to be achieved and ignoring and the how. It was noted that some organizations were moving in the direction of the competency analysis, but not very systematically. Elements of an effective performance management system. Effective performance management system. Process is there, clarity and the culture is there, motivation is there, learning organization is there, people management capability there, measurement and reward is there, role of the HR professionals are there. Competency-based performance management system. Performance management is a strategic and integrated approach for delivering sustained success to the organization by improving the performance of those who work in them and by developing the capability of the teams and individual contributors. Development is perhaps the most important function of the performance management. Performance management is concerned with the output, the achievement of the results, and with the outcomes, the impact made on the performance. But it is also concerned with the process required to achieve these results and the inputs in terms of the capability expected from the teams that the individual involved. Performance management is regarded as a number of the interlinked processors that rather than a single system. It was therefore common to find the performance management carefully aligned with the communication strategy, competency development, job design and evaluation, payment system, and the motivation practices. This is the competency-based performance management system. What is competency? Competency are the knowledge, skills, and personal attitude required for the excellent performance in a job, role, or the specific business. Competency development is carefully crafted process of research and data gathering about the firm's manager and employee as they perform their daily work with the goal of determining the specific knowledge, skills, and personal attributes required for the excellent performance in the actual jobs, roles, or the business. The competency and the need to develop them translate into a personal development plan, and the whole links into what is being tried to be achieved within the organization. Stephen Trent Water has developed an interesting definition of the competency as grouping of the knowledge, skills, and behavior which may well be required in the whole or in part within a variety of the managerial situations. Competency analysis is concerned with the behavioral dimension of the rules. Indicator of behavior for achieving the higher level of the performance: personal drive, impact on results, analytical power, strategic thinking, creative thinking, decisiveness, commercial judgment, team management and leadership, interpersonal skills, ability to communicate, ability to adapt and cope with the change and pressure, ability to plan and control projects. These are the indicators of the behavior of achieving the higher level of the performance. Personal drive, impact on the results. What are the results are there? That is to be reviewed. Impact on the results. Analytical power, strategic thinking. What are the strategic thinking is there? What is the creative thinking is there? What is the decisiveness there? What is the commercial judgments are there? Commercial judgments are important for the loss and the profit of the company, where the money is to be expended. Team management and the leadership. What are the team management and the leadership skill is there? Interpersonal skills. What are the interpersonal skills is there? What are the ability to communicate? What are the ability to adapt and cope with the change and pressures? What are the ability to plan and control objects? According to the Lockett, the essence of the performance management is the development of the individual with the competence and the commitment, working towards the achievement of the shared meaningful objective within an organization. We support and encourage their achievement. Performance management is concerned with creating a culture in which organizational and the individual learning and development are a continuous process. It is a continuous process. It provides means for the integration of the learning and work so that everyone learns from the success and challenges inherent in their day-to-day activity. The drive to enhance performance is the making ever greater demands on the knowledge and skills of the workforce on people and who carry much greater responsibility for their own performance. The performance management for teams deserves more attention. What makes an effective team? The competency required for the teamwork and the definition to what can be regarded as a team for the performance management purpose. Peer pressure in teamwork is an important factor. Performance management process are important in tightly knit and long-standing project teams. Some of the key competency for the teamwork according to the Hay-McBur are the interpersonal understanding. Number 2 is the influence. Number 3 is the customer service orientation. Customer service orientation is important. Customers are the king. Hence, every service must be the customer service orientation must be there. Customer service orientation must be there. Adaptability. Teamwork must be there. Overall communication must be there. Achievement orientation must be there. Organizational commitment must be there. Performance measurement of the teams will be related to the purpose of the team and its particular. objective and standards of the performance. Process of formulating competency-based performance management system. Both competence and competency is the key to the managing performance. People can only perform well if they have the required knowledge and skill. Equally, people need the capability and personal characteristics to develop the new skills and to progress to the higher quality or the more complex work. Similarly, it is important for organization to know both what is the required to undertake a particular job, the operational competence, and to aware of the personal competency that should likely predict the individual success. Some organizations base their whole performance management strategy around the competency. Common currency for the organization, providing a language in which the roles are described, feedback given, and through which the organization communicates its value and the notion of the excellence. As located, a clear set of the competency can help in a number of the ways. They enable top management to state clearly the sort of the behavior which will make the organization's mission achievable. They enable manager to assess people against a common set of the agreed criteria. They enable the organization to take a regular stock take of the capability of their people. It clearly stated and widely published. They give the individuals an unambiguous guide to their own personal development targets. They facilitate movements across the function by setting out clearly which skills are the generic and therefore transferable. They make competence gaps easier to define and therefore easier to resolve. Porter Honey has summarized the contribution of the competency from a learning standpoint as helping learners know what is expected of them, how they are doing, what to do to develop and improve. The following steps should be followed while designing a competency-based performance management system. Categorizing the competency. Competency can be divided into the two categories. They are sold and differentiating according to the performance criteria they predict. They are sold competency. These are the essential characteristics, usually knowledge or basic skill, such as ability to read, that everyone in a job needs to be minimally effective, but that don't distinguish superior from a average performers. A their sold company for a salesperson is knowledge of the product or ability to fill out the invoice. Differentiating competency. These factors distinguish superior from average performers. For example, achievement orientation expressed in the person setting goals higher than those required by the organization is a competency that differentiates superior from average salespeople. Mapping competency. Competency mapping begins with identifying the key competency of an organization or a job and incorporating those competencies throughout the various process. Job evaluation, training, recruitment of the organization. With a competency-based job description, the second step involves mapping those competencies throughout the organization's human resource process. The competency of the respective job description also becomes factor for the assessment in the performance evaluation. Using the competency helps in the more objective evaluation based on the display or not display behaviors. Taking competency mapping one step further, the results of the performance evaluation can be used to identify in what competency individual need additional development or training. Building the competency-based model. There are three ways in which the competency models may be developed. Behavior indicators. Behavior indicator decide the behaviors, thought patterns, ability, and trait that contribute to the superior performance. Elevated competency level. Exceptional competency of the higher performers are set as a standard for evaluating competency level of the employee. Competency describing the job requirement. This approach is useful for organizations having multiple competency models. Competency requirement in a particular job are described. Job-specific competency model help in structuring focused appraisal and the compensation decision. Profiling competency framework for a particular role to identify the role-specific competency required, industry-specific, functional, and the behavior competency which need to be developed for the enhanced performance. The approach for developing a competency framework for a particular role is proposed below. Understand strategic business context of the organization in terms of the structure and environmental variables. Detailed role description for the position, defining and scaling relative importance and the mastery level of the specific behavior of for each identified competency as a measure of the performance. Develop competency framework taking into consideration the core value and the culture of the organization in addition to the specific functional and the level requirement. This should gel with the vision and mission of the company. Validate the competency framework through a workshop which should include functional expert and the top management personnel in order to define critical and the desirable characteristics, and also to sustainable the extent to which the competency differentiate between the high and average performer by validating the content and the criteria. The competency framework includes technical competency, behavior competency, and the proficiency level required for the each competency. Each competency should be detailed in terms of the behavior indicator that enable observation and assessment. Potential assessment center for the competency mapping. The linkage between the competency and the role is achieved through the competency mapping exercise, through which the most critical success driving behavior for a specific role are established. Against the validated competency framework, an individual potential is identified through assessment center process as outlined below. Design assessment center, conduct assessment center, map individual competency and gap, finally assess organizational capability and the gap. A link between the people and the competency is established through an effective system of the measuring the proficiency of an individual on described competency for the role. The link between the people and the role is established through the effective measuring tool that evaluates the performance of the person in the role. On the job performance of the individual is evaluated on the basis of the performance management system. The assessment center is a powerful tool in the hands of the management for the selection and development. As a selection tool, it can be used for the management promotion, fast track schemes, high potential list, and change of the functional role. As a development tool, it is helpful in the succession planning, identifying training needs, and the career development. Designing and conducting a potential assessment center should follow basic principles in terms of the accuracy, fairness, reliability, legibility, efficiency, and the multiple assessors, multiple tests, and other optimal stages to increase the performance. It would involve two types of the exercise, group exercises and the individual exercise. Performance management system checklist for the managing. Do you have written performance standard for the employee? Have you communicated the performance standard to the employee? Are the standards clear, the rational? These are the checklist for the managing. Do you have written the performance standard for the employee? For the every employee, if the performance standard is set or not? Have you communicated the performance standard to the employee? Are the standards clear, the rational? Has the HR representative reviewed the standards for any of the possible problem? Have you told the employee what critical element he is falling in? What are the critical elements he is falling in? Where is he failing? Have you consulted the employee on how to improve to an acceptable level? These are the checklist. Very important checklist is there. Have you fully assessed and utilized all available resources to help an employee improve? All the utilized resources are utilized. Have you explained and offered them to the employee? Have you sought employee input regarding what is needed to improve? Have interim review periods been established to measure the employee's improvement? Yes or no? These are the checklist for the managing. Very important checklist for the managing is there. Have you advised the employee that he has to improve the performance and retain the job? Have you provided all the agreed assistance, including training to the employee? Do you consider any request for the accommodation? Have you taken into account annual sick or hard leave taken during the review period? Did you document the employee's performance, your efforts to assist the employee's action and contribution to the improvement plan, etc.? Do you have a copy of any notes of the counseling or assistance to the employee? Do you have copies of the memoranda of counseling provided to the employee? Has there been the process prior to the administration of any discipline? Do you have a just cause administrator progressive discipline on use the alternative discipline process and document and demonstrate at the just cause? Design a research program to identify the key differences in the performance management system in Indian and foreign company operating in India.